Welcome to the Lake Orion High School Gymnasium for tonight's basketball game of the Lake Orion High School Varsity Lady Dragons versus the Stoney Creek Lady Cougars. We've just had the national anthem and we're going through the starting lineups right now. I'm Kevin McCormick along with my broadcast partner Kevin McCormick Jr. Should be an interesting game tonight as the Dragons are struggling with injuries and depth on their bench to get enough players to really fill out their roster and have enough substitution space to be able to put players in and out against Stoney Creek, who looks like they're rolling with a full roster. So it's really going to be up to a few girls on the team, Kevin, to be able to carry the unit all the way through and hopefully pull out a victory tonight.
Yeah, it really sucks that the Lady Dragons are plagued with injuries, but it's something that you're going to have to deal with throughout the season. So it's just one of many adversities that they face, and they really faced adversity well all year. So I think this is a winnable game for them. So, but we'll see what happens.
Definitely a winnable game. The Lady Dragons tonight will be relying on three key players: Shannon Falter, to be able to handle the rebounds underneath the basket. Sydney Stringer, who's turned into the three-point specialist, shooting from the outside. And then the wild card is Sophie Wyborski, who can play either inside underneath the basket and has become quite good at shooting three-pointers from the outside.
Yeah, definitely Stringer and Wyborski is definitely a good duo on the outside, especially Wyborski, because like you said, she can go inside. So it'll be interesting to see how Stoney Creek will be able to handle that.
So we are about to have the tip-off now. And the ball is up, and it's in play, and Dragons get the tip off. Peyton Shadai ends up with the ball. She's going to be the ball handler for the Lady Dragons. Wyborski gets it, and the Dragons are passing it around. Stoney Creek looks like they are running an aggressive zone defense going back and forth, left to right as the Dragons pass the ball, and it turns into a man defense as the Dragons try to pass their way around it. Stoney Creek ends up with the ball on a turnover, and first basket that goes up goes out of bounds, but it will remain Stoney Creek ball. Number one, Lily DiPanini is the one who had the ball and tried to make the layup and got knocked out of bounds before she could actually get it up. Ball inbounds pass is tipped and almost recovered by the Dragons, but instead it picked up by number 5, Megan Solik. And now the ball is handled by number 23, Margaret Angel. So Angel slows the pace down just a little bit. Lake Orion in their familiar 2-3 zone. Not playing a lot of man press on the zone. They're just flowing back and forth, left to right as the ball goes around. Stoney Creek trying to get it inside to Izzy Ubadi, their 6-foot center inside. Whoa, long range shot there. Lila DiPani, she is the one who hit that three-point shot. So she puts Stoney Creek on the board first, 3-0. Dragons now inbound the ball, and they press Peyton Shadai as soon as she takes the inbounds pass. Dragons trying to pass their way out of it, back and forth. Shadai tries to get it over to Sydney Stringer, and it gets intercepted. Long-range shot is taken, but is missed and goes out of bounds.
I believe it's white ball.
Looks like it's going to be Dragon ball.
Lady Dragons already seem to have trouble with trying to get past the full court press and trying to get past the zone when they're in the front court. So we'll see how they're able to handle that.
Shadai coming down once again. She picks up a dribble, and she's guarded tight by number 5, Megan Solik. They get the ball across the half-court line. Shadai ends up back with it again. Stoney Creek is playing a very aggressive man defense. I think they've been watching some tape on how the Dragons respond to man defenses. Dragons are trying to pass their way through it, and the pass is intercepted. Tried to go underneath to Anderson, and that pass is intercepted. Stoney Creek has it now, bringing the ball back up the court. Angel passing back and forth to DiPani. Long range shot by Emily Eckhout, and it bounces off the rim. It's no good. Goes out of bounds. Looks like it's going to be white ball. So we're still at 3-0, 6:04 to go in the first quarter. Very early in tonight's game. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate your viewership here as we cheer on our Lady Dragons against Stoney Creek tonight. Dragons looking to inbound the ball, and they do. Get it into Shadai. She takes it on the run, picks up her dribble, gets it over to Falter. Falter now gets it to Anderson. Anderson back to Shadai. Now Sydney Stringer has it on the outside. Now the pass is starting to work for the Dragons. They're creating some space. Inside shot put up by Kylie Anderson is no good. Long range shot by Sydney Stringer, bounces off the rim. Rebound, Stoney Creek. So the Dragons looked like they were able to make a little bit of penetration over the defense by passing it around, finding that open person. They just weren't able to put it in the basket.
Yeah, they started moving around a lot more right there, which was good, but they just couldn't finish under the basket.
Stoney Creek now passing along the outside. Drive towards the lane by DePanny. She's fouled as she goes in. They're going to call a blocking foul. I believe it's going to be on either Stringer or Anderson. 30. Kylie Anderson picks up her first foul, first team foul. Stoney Creek will inbound the ball, passing over top of the defense, getting it to Eckhout. Eckhout getting it over to Angel. Angel passing around. They had it inside for a split second to Ubadi. She couldn't do anything with it. Ubadi's a 6-foot-tall senior center playing on the middle for Stoney Creek. Dragons defense doing a great job keeping Stoney Creek on the outside. Oh, now a drive in. Tried to get it to Ubadi, and Dragons tipped it out of bounds just in time. Good job, good defense by the Lady Dragons.
Dragons doing a good job of keeping arguably Stoney Creek's best player, number 33, Emily Eckhout, really keeping her on tab. So good job by them so far.
Substitution for the Dragons, Katie Janis is in for Kylie Anderson. Shannon Falter inbounds it, gets it to Shadiah, passing it to Janis. To Shadiah, now we're across the half-court line. Dragons passed their way out of that press defense that Stoney Creek was trying to put on them. Wyborski ends up with it. Good passing by the Lady Dragons. May have spoken a little bit too soon.
They call a foul.
Looks like they called a foul. I thought they were going to call a jump ball, but looks like they called a foul. Lily DePanny. First team foul for Stoney Creek, as well as first foul on DePanny. So the Dragons will inbound the ball. Shadiah gets it. Very aggressive play by DePanny. Wyborski over to Janis. Janis tries to get it underneath to Falter.
Travel.
Travel called on Stoney Creek. Good eyes by the ref there. Our all-female referee crew tonight. It's very refreshing to see. Our female refs doing a great job so far. Dragons inbound the ball. Wyborski getting the pass, but not getting a lot of attempts to shoot.
Good ball movement.
Good ball movement. Shannon Falter with the long-range shot. In and out of the rim, no good. Falter, I'm sorry, that was Sydney Stringer with the shot. Shannon Falter almost had the rebound, and it goes out of bounds, but she's fouled at the same time.
That was very good ball movement on that possession right there to get an open look for three. Just couldn't hit it right there.
Yeah, I think they very quickly figured out that that's how they can beat the defense. Stringer with the long-range shot off the rim, no good. Falter with the rebound right underneath the basket. She puts up a shot.
Got blocked.
But it was no good. So Stoney Creek with the rebound was still at 3-0 Stoney Creek. 3:55 to go in the first quarter. Dragons keeping Stoney Creek on the outside as they pass, trying to find an opening. Ubadi just hanging back along the baseline. She's not moved inside into the lane yet. Doesn't want to get that 3-second call. And Stoney Creek's just passing it back and forth, basically between three players. DePanny, Angel.
Timeout taken.
Yep. DePanny, Angel, and Eckhout. They were passing it along those three. Stoney Creek calls timeout. So the first timeout of tonight at 3:29 to go. The Cougars lead by 3-0.
This presentation is brought to you by the Lake Orion High School Dragon Broadcasting Program, a partnership with Orion Neighborhood Television. Live streams of the games will be available all season long at www.dragonbroadcasting.org. 50% of all proceeds go back into the award-winning video program here at LOHS. ONTV thanks our student crews for their hard work and dedication to bringing Dragon sports to the world.
So with 3:29 to go in the first quarter, the Dragons are down by 3. It's only 3-0. It's been a lot of action, but just not a lot of scoring. And the Dragons defense, I think, is holding pretty well. They just got to figure out how to get their offense going to get themselves back in this game.
Yeah, both teams have had a tough time trying to get through both zones that they're playing. Dragons have had more open looks than Stoney Creek has. They just haven't been able to hit them.
So Stoney Creek will inbound the ball after the timeout. DePanny gets it to Eckhout. Eckhout shot goes out of bounds. It'll be Dragon ball. She took a long-range shot, bounced off the rim, no good. So Dragons will inbound from the far end of the court. Shannon Falter will handle the inbound duties, getting it to Shadiah. And Shadiah looking to try to get it up the court. She picks up a dribble very early. And the defense of Stoney Creek collapses on her. Over back. Interesting. She grabbed it on her side and then went back to our side and then went back over to their side.
Yeah.
And that's an over and back. So Falter inbounds the ball once again to Shadiah. And then Shadiah trying to dribble up court, gets fouled by DePanny. So DePanny's already picked up 2 fouls. So Dragons will inbound the ball again.
Grace Berger checking in for Shannon Falter.
Number 32, and she immediately handles the inbound duties. Wyborski with the ball, immediately double teamed, finds the corner.
Movement.
Good ball movement by the Dragons, and Grace Berger gets the first points for the Dragons. They were able to do that with great ball movement, opening up the middle as they double teamed Wyborski on the outside. She was able to pass it, and then an extra pass opened up the middle. Great job for the Dragons to get on the board. 3-2, Stoney Creek, 2:44 to go in the first quarter. Stoney Creek passing it around, long range shot, taken by Eckert, and that ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Dragon ball.
Stoney Creek starting to get a little bit too predictable with their passing around the outside. They Dragons are starting to key in on what they tend to pass to whenever they get in trouble. So we'll see how that plays out.
Right, Eckhout, is that her name?
Yeah,
Eckhout. Clearly is their best player, so they're always trying to get the ball to her. Berger picks up her dribble. Shadiah gets the ball across the half-court line. I'm surprised that Stoney Creek hasn't tried to go inside to their big center yet.
Big center, yeah.
That tells you, Janice's shot, she doesn't really get up a shot, and Stoney Creek ends up with the ball. But that tells you that maybe their center is not as adept in the middle as you would think, being that she's 6 foot tall. So they get it to her now, but she's great at passing and manages to pass that ball to Angel. And it is great defense by the Lady Dragons as they block that ball. Wow, that's going to be 3 on DePanny.
Yeah, she's got to be careful. They
called on 5?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the first on DeSolis. Solik. First on for Solik. But they do play a very aggressive defense. The guards do. They are all over Shadiah as soon as she gets the ball. Almost intercepted by Stoney Creek, but it goes out of bounds. So it'll still be Lake Orion ball.
Yeah, the Lady Dragons definitely have not faced a defense this quick and this quick to get on you when you get the inbounds pass.
Wyborski with the inbounds pass immediately gets it to Shadiah. Back over to Wyborski. She's double teamed. Looking to get that. They almost had that inside middle open there. Anderson was open underneath. And if they had seen her in time, they could have gotten her the ball. She would have had an easy run to the basket. Berger inbounds the ball, bounces off Shadiah, ends up being taken by Stoney Creek. Eckert goes down, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound Wyborski. Good hustle by Sophie Wyborski to get that ball.
Good hands up defense right there.
Yep, Shadiah trying to bring the ball up court, gives it to Wyborski. Good job getting it across half court. Once again, creating space. Berger with the ball, drives in the lane, scoop shot, and it's good. Grace Berger drove to her left, then cut back into the lane, put up a scoop shot, fouled at the same time, and she in position for a 3-point play. So the Dragons have now taken the lead 4-3 with 1:15 to go in the first quarter. Shannon Falter's back in. Sophie Wyborski is out. Grace Berger's at the line. She's going to shoot one shot to try to make it a 3-point play. Her shot is up, and it's good. Nice foul shooting by Berger. So that extends the Dragon lead 5-3. And Stoney Creek coming up. Dragon 2-3 defense is keeping them on the outside. Once again, they're passing around, not getting a lot of help from inside. Double teamed as soon as she gets it. Devin Vowles is in the game for Stoney Creek. She touched the ball briefly. Long range shot by Eckert. Bounces off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound. Oh, Anderson had the ball and it got stolen from behind by Solik. Shot up underneath by Stoney Creek's no good. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Dragon ball.
Checking in for the Cougars, number 34, Lauren Benitez.
Lauren Benitez is checking in for Stoney Creek. 36.1 seconds to go. 5-3. Dragons still in the lead.
Be definitely good to get some points here before the end of the first quarter. Take that momentum going into the next quarter.
I think if the Dragons stay patient as they come down here, they can definitely pass their way into a position to get the last points of the quarter.
Dangerous pass right there.
It was a pass and it got tipped.
That's going to be a foul.
Yep. Katie Janis had the ball and it bounced off her fingers and it right into the hands of Stoney Creek. And then she ended up fouling right after she did that. Dragons are going to make some substitutions.
And Sydney Stringer checking back in.
Rena Yokozawa and Sydney Stringer are back in the game, or Yokozawa, this is the first time in the game for her.
So Shaddai and Janice are both out.
Shaddai and Janice?
Yep.
Okay. Stoney Creek with the ball going baseline,
Stepped
out of bounds. It'll be Dragon ball.
Good.
So once again, the Dragons will get an opportunity to play for the last shot of the quarter. 13.8 seconds ago. Dragons are up 5-3. They'll be inbounding the ball on the far end of the court.
Just got pushed up court. You only got 10 seconds.
Seems like they're picking up their dribble a little too soon.
Yeah, gotta go. Got 5.
Good pass to get it over through the defense. Trying to get it. Nope. The passing not going to be able to get it off. So at the end of the first quarter, the Dragons fought their way back from being down by 3 points. Fought their way back into a 2-point lead. It's 5-3 at the end of the first quarter. We'll be back for the start of the second quarter right after this.
Yo, 1 hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned.
That's it. You're not gonna come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
You wouldn't do it there.
That'd be crazy.
So, don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Welcome back to Lake Orion High School Gymnasium for the start of the second quarter of tonight's game of the Lake Orion Varsity Lady Dragons girls basketball team versus the Lady Cougars of Stoney Creek High School. Right now the Dragons are leading 5-3 at the start of the second quarter. Dragons have fought their way back from a 3-0 deficit throughout much of the first quarter, and they began to figure out the Stoney Creek defense, pass their way through it, and put some points on the board, Kev.
Yeah, it was definitely a slow start for both teams. It was 3-0 for a while until finally the Dragon got something going with a quick 2-pointer and one by Grace Berger. But hopefully the Lady Dragons can start to kind of pick their way through the zone with some quick passes, some three-point shooting.
So Stoney Creek will inbound the ball. Eckert is the best player on Stoney Creek tonight. She's the one that's been handling the ball most of the time. Dragons have been in a 2-3 zone pretty much all night, and they've been able to manage to keep Stoney Creek on the outside of that 2-3 zone. They pass it inside. Shot goes off the backboard, no good. And Stoney Creek ends up with the rebound. 22, Devin Vowles had the ball. She got the ball. Long range shot by Eckhout. Bounces off the rim, no good. Rebound by Stoney Creek. Second shot is no good. They get a third attempt at it. Stoney Creek is playing really good underneath the basket. Lauren Benitez, another 6-foot center that Stoney Creek has. She got the rebound. But they're still not passing the ball in the middle. They're trying to win it trying to get the points from the outside. The Dragon defense is holding really well to keep them from being able to do that. Long range shot there by Vowles.
Took out of bounds by Falzer right there.
Megan Marshall in the game for the first time. Shaddai is back in after a short rest, and Wyborski also back in after a short rest. Stoney Creek inbounds the ball. Maria St. Louis took that inbounds pass, gets it outside to Vowles. And now Megan Solik has the ball, getting it over to Eckhout. Vowles drives along the baseline, puts up a running jumper, no good. Dragons have yet to be able to
Still
get a
got
rebound.
possession.
And that's going to be a
The
jump
ball.
ball with the Dragon arrow, or the possession arrow favoring the Dragons. Good hustle by Megan Marshall
Go after that ball right
to
there.
go after the ball, and that resulted in a Dragons possession. They will inbound the ball on the far end of the court, and Peyton Shadiah will take that. Falter. Shadiah's pinned way back, trying to make her way across half court, picks up her dribble, gives it to Falter.
Yeah, they called
10 seconds.
yeah, 10 seconds.
Dragons got to be careful about that when they're inbounding the ball on the far end of the court.
Yeah, they really got to find a way to try to get the ball up court faster. They're really picking up their dribble too fast, like how you said earlier.
Yeah, Shadiah's definitely picking up her dribble too soon, and I think she just needs to drive faster and harder to get past her defender. I think she could overcome that. Vowles with the ball, thinking about it, instead passing it back. Vowles tries to drive in the middle. Dragons end up with the ball. Shadiah ends up taking it off the floor. Good job for her. She's stopping way too soon, and now she's trapped behind the court. Wyborski gets it across court to Sydney Stringer. Stringer back over to Wyborski. Wyborski's immediately double teamed. Dragons trying to pass the way out of it. Long range shot by Sydney Stringer. Off the rim, no good. Wyborski flies in, tries to get the rebound. Can't quite grab it. Stoney Creek ends up with it. So Eckhout has the ball. She's at the top of the key, passing it back and forth between Solik and Vowles. Vowles trying to do something, can't quite find a lane to drive. Eckhout staying on the outside. Long range shot by Vowles off the front of the rim, no good.
Good job by Marshall again.
Megan Marshall in the middle. Good takeaway by Shannon Falter to keep that ball in play. Now Shadiah pushes her way up court, gets it to Falter all the way across court to Marshall. Marshall can't do anything with it right now. Sees Wyborski in the middle. Wyborski has it, can't quite shoot it. Falter double teamed in the middle.
Sight.
Good passing by the Dragons. Long range shot by Shadiah, bounces off the rim. Almost had that shot.
Oh.
Ooh. Solik jumped right in front of that pass to Marshall.
Good read by her.
And took the ball, and here comes Stoney Creek. Once again, Dragons doing a great job of keeping them on the outside. Forcing them to back up and think about how they want to try and attack this 2-3 zone defense.
It's definitely good if you force your opponent to eat up a lot of clock and not let them score on the back end of it.
So once again, Stoney Creek passing around the outside. Eckhout now is on the wing instead of being at the top of the key.
Trying to get her some space.
And it's Solik at the top of the key, trying to get it inside underneath the part of the rim.
That's where you gotta
and
push.
Shadiah ends up with the ball. She needs to push. Instead, she picks up her dribble and gets herself trapped down court. Falter happened to be in the right position. Megan Marshall trying a three-point shot. A little short, bounces off the front of the rim. Rebound, Stoney Creek. And so here they come back down the court. Once again, they'll slow it down and set up. 3:45 to go in the half. Back and forth.
Good job by Shadiah.
Shadiah in the right place at the right time. Steals the ball, trying to drive her way to the basket. Puts up a layup. It's no good. Rebound, Stoney Creek. No fouls called on the play. And now here comes Eckhout trying to push the ball down the court and then decides against it and slows it down. And all the way across court to whoa, three-point shot by Devin Vowles. So that puts Stoney Creek back in the lead, 6-5, 3:10 to go in the half. That's the first points for Vowles. She had been trapped on the outside for a long time. Dragons do a great job of passing their way past the press defense, and they call it travel on Wyborski.
Points are definitely going to be a rarity in this game. You definitely got to take advantage of the opportunities that you have on offense.
Lily DePanny and Ubedi are back in for Stoney Creek.
It's like Berger's in for Marshall.
Berger's back in the game for the Lady Dragons. Marshall will take a well-deserved break. 6-5, Stoney Creek. Less than 3 minutes to go in the half. Vowles on the outside. Now we're passing it around again with DePanny to Vowles to Solik.
Ooh, good D by Shadiah right there.
Shadiah playing some aggressive defense, knocking the ball out of bounds. Stoney Creek will recover.
Both teams keying in on each other's tendencies when they're passing the ball around the perimeter. It's definitely easy for the Dragons as Stoney Creek can't get the ball inside. They keep them to pass around the perimeter.
So Vowles has the ball, passing it inside. Oh, she did get
bounce.
it. Izzy Ubade, she got the shot. Turnaround jumper.
This is where you got to push. You got numbers.
Right. She's got the size, and she had the numbers. She put the ball in, so the Stoney Creek Cougars extend their lead 8-5, and they managed to get the ball on a turnover from the Dragons. As the Stoney Creek passes it around the outside again, looking for an opportunity. Tried to get it inside, bounce off the player, and then Peyton Shadiah is on the floor. This time the possession arrow favors Stoney Creek. Good hustle by Shadiah to get on that ball and not let them keep moving the offense around. 2:06 to go in the half. So Vowles on the outside, looking for an opportunity, gets it inside to Ubade. Ubade back out to Vowles. She has a clean three-point shot. Short, goes out of bounds. Should be Dragon ball, looks like it is.
Dragons out the ball right there. That was a wide open three.
It was.
Airballed it.
Val had a clean look at the basket and just didn't put enough on it. It ended up being short. Good hustle by Berger getting across the line. Shadiah now has it. She's double teamed, gets it all. Oh, tries to do a cross court pass to Berger, just too slow. And Angel had the ball. She intercepted it, tried to go baseline, ends up getting fouled in the process underneath the basket.
Yeah, that's going to be 2 for her.
So looks like DePaney's going to go to the line and shoot 2 shots.
Her first, third. Lily DePaney at the line shooting 2.
So the first shot for DePaney bounces off the rim. That's no good. Second shot is up, and it's good. So she makes her second foul shot, extends the lead by 1 point. That makes it 9-5 Stoney Creek, 1:35 to go in the half. Falter picks up her dribble way down court. Shadiah gets it, drives past the defender, gets across the half-court line. Her pass was telegraphed again to Sydney Stringer, almost intercepted by Ubade, but she knocks it out of bounds instead. So it'll still be Dragon ball on their end of the court. Berger will handle the inbound duties. Gets it to Falter, standing right in front of her, gets out to Shadiah. Shadiah over to Wyborski. Wyborski's immediately double teamed. Berger gets the ball, but the pass is a little slow getting to her, so she couldn't get into position.
Pass out.
Falter, good move underneath to get past the defenders.
That was all set up by
Good pass by
Berger.
Berger and good move by Falter to put the ball in the basket with an easy layup. 9-7, Stoney Creek still ahead. 1 minute to go exactly in the half. Shadiah comes out being a little aggressive, coming out of that 2-3 zone. Ball goes out of bounds. Devin Val loses the handle on the ball. It goes out of bounds, so it'll be Dragon ball. So the Dragons have an opportunity here to either tie the score or perhaps take the lead, and they may even be able to play for the last shot of the half. Let's see how they handle it. Shadiah picks up her dribble and immediately gets double teamed, but she gets it to Falter. Underneath to
Good movement.
Berger to Wyborski. Wyborski shots off the rim. Rebound, Falter. Good job.
Falter.
Easy open shot by Berger. I shouldn't say easy, but it was open. Her three-point shot bounces off the rim, no good. Less than 30 seconds ago. Stoney Creek now looks like they may be the ones playing for the last shot of the half, unless the Dragon defense steps up and creates a turnover. So Stoney Creek hanging way back out of that 2-3 zone, trying to create some space, to create passing opportunities, because when they were playing closer to that defense, it was more congested and they couldn't get it inside.
Got 5 seconds.
Tried to get it to Ubade, and instead Wyborski. Sydney Stringer's shot, she tried hard, but she wasn't able to get it close to the basket. So at the end of the first half, the Lady Dragons have fought hard. They've come from behind. They took the lead. They've gotten behind again. They're only down by 2, 9-7. Not a lot of scoring, but a lot of action. We'll be back for the second half right after halftime. You're watching Lake Orion High School Varsity Girls Basketball on ONTV.
ONTV's sports coverage is underwritten by Malash's Palace Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Malash's Palace has been serving Lake Orion's automotive needs since the 1960s. Give them a call at 248-393-2222 for more information. Jets Pizza. with 2 convenient locations in the Orion area. Jet's Pizza has been a proud supporter of ONTV since 2009. Classic Lanes, your home for family fun and entertainment in Rochester Hills. Their 32-lane facility offers state-of-the-art bowling equipment for both league and recreational bowlers. Check them out at myclassiclanes.com. And by Lakes Community Credit Union. The not-for-profit institution has been providing financial services to the Oakland County area since 1937. Give them a call at 248-814-4003 for more information.
Welcome back to the Lake Orion High School Gymnasium for the start of the second half of tonight's game of the Lake Orion Lady Dragons versus the Stoney Creek Cougars. Dragons are down by 2, 9-7. It's not been a very high scoring game, but it has been a game of a lot of activity, mostly on defense, Kevin, with both teams really trying to keep the ball away from the other.
Yeah, it hasn't really been flash in offense, but it's definitely been a very good defensive play from both teams. Both teams running a zone and trying to just pick each other, or trying to pick through each other's defenses, and yeah.
Dragons inbound the ball. Wyborski ends up with it briefly. She has a free shot from the outside, no good. Bounces off the rim. Rebound, Stoney Creek. Yeah, both teams have just been trying to figure out how to penetrate their defenses. They're both running zone defenses, but Stoney Creek is running what looks to be a more aggressive zone where they come out and double and triple team players when they get the ball. The Dragons have been more content to sit back in their 2-3 zone and just wait for the action to come to them. Stoney Creek has been waiting on the outside, basically trying to draw them out, create some passing lanes in the middle, which they're trying to do right now. She had a shot, Angel did, and she didn't take it. Oh, basket underneath, no good by Stoney Creek. She was right there, and it just rolled out of the rim. Shadiah takes it down the court, too high off the glass. And Stoney Creek with the ball.
That's going to be a travel.
She couldn't control her, solely could not control her momentum. She had it and just couldn't put the brakes on in time and just literally just ran out of bounds. So it'll be Dragon ball. They'll inbound on the far end of the court. Once again, the Dragons trying to pass their way out of this pressing defense that Stoney Creek has put on them. They managed to get across the half-court line. That's good. Sydney Stringer all the way across court to Wyborski. Wyborski underneath to Anderson. Anderson tried to get it to Falter. Falter lost. Wow, Anderson just took it, passed it out to Stringer. Stringer shots off the rim, no good. She gets the rebound after Wyborski kicks it out. Shadiah has it, getting it back to Wyborski. Now trying to get it underneath to Falter. And it gets knocked out of bounds. Gets knocked out of bounds, so it'll be Dragon ball underneath the basket.
Stringer's definitely not been on point tonight. I don't think she's even made a 3 yet. So
no, she has not. She's not had much opportunity to get into a rhythm, to be truthful. But when she has had the opportunity to shoot, she has not been able to put it in the basket just yet. But we got a whole half of basketball to go. Now the Dragons are on the outside trying to pass it around the defense all the way across court to Stringer. Stringer decides against the shot, gets it to Wyborski. Wyborski trying to work her way in the middle. Getting it out to Shadiah, into Falter. Oh, Falter tried to get it underneath to Anderson, and it was knocked out of bounds by Angel before Anderson could really get the handle on it. So Falter were inbound. Shadiah is right in front of her. She missed her, but she picked her up on the run. But Shadiah could have taken an easy 3 from the outside if Falter had seen her right away. Good passing by the Dragons. Falter tries to go underneath. And that ball is swatted away by the 6-foot center, Izzy Ubadi.
That was the easy block right there because Falter kept the ball up as she was going towards the hoop instead of keeping it down towards the chest.
Exactly. Sydney Stringer with the long. There she goes. The three-point specialist has made her presence known. Dragons are back ahead, 10-9. 5:45 to go in the third quarter. Sydney Stringer, as we said at the beginning of the game, is the three-point specialist for the Dragons, and she has started to find her rhythm so far. Let's see if they can keep feeding her and get her some more shots. Stoney Creek moving around to the outside. Dragons kind of moved into a 1-2-2 type defense, trying to make Stoney Creek commit to something.
Oh, that was dangerous.
That was Solik, I believe, who went in the lane. Oh, no, that was Eckhart. Eckhout. And that foul is on Kylie Anderson. It's her second foul, but Eckhout drove the lane and put up a nice shot. Really should have made that, but it didn't go in. So she'll shoot 2 shots from the free throw line. Her first shot's good. Very nice free throw shooting motion that she has. She had nothing but net on that. And her second free throw is also good. Number 22, Devin Vowles, is coming in, and she's coming in for Margaret Angel, number 23. 22 for 23. Wow, good hustle.
Oh.
Good hustle by Solik. She tried to get that ball.
She pretty much got pushed down by Fulton. I'm surprised they didn't call a foul.
Right,
there.
right. But they say Lake Orion was the last to touch it, so Stoney Creek will inbound the ball, even though Eckhout had just shot her foul shot. So Dragons, the passing wasn't quite as crisp as perhaps they wanted it to be. Eckhout putting up a shot again. Rebound by Wyborski. Thought it was going to go out of bounds, but Wyborski saved it. There you go, Shadiah. She pushed it down the court and was able to get right past her defender instead of picking up her dribble. So early, long-range pass across the court to Stringer, gets intercepted, and Solik gets an easy layup.
So 13-10.
13-10. Stoney Creek's back on top. 4:44 to go in the third quarter. Shadiah to Falter to Wyborski, so they break the press pretty easy. Wyborski gets across the half-court line. Passed it to Falter, and it was intercepted by Solik. And here comes DePanny, and DePanny's layup is good. So timeout's going to be called by Lake Orion after Stoney Creek goes on a 5-point run. The ONTV 5 for 5 food drive is coming up on Saturday, February 10th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Help us stock the shelves at the Oxford Orion Fish Food Pantry. You can donate at any of our drop-off locations. Donations can be made at Orion Township Hall, the Orion Township Library, Lake Orion Village offices, Grondin's Hair Center, Simply Marcella, LA Dance, Broadway Dance, Northern Flooring, Revival Salon, or right at the ONTV studio on Joslin Road. ONTV is located at 1349 Joslin Road. If you need more information, give us a call at 248-693-3377 or visit orionontv.org for more information. So with 4:23 to go in the third quarter, Dragons are down 15-10 after briefly taking the lead 10-9. Stoney Creek has gone on a 6-point run and retook the lead and managed to find some holes in the Dragon defense. They're playing much more aggressive man-to-man defense, especially on inbounds passes. Once again, they almost intercept the pass.
Dragons just are not moving around on the inbounds, really making it hard on Berger to try to pass it to someone.
Well, and maybe perhaps bounce passes would be helpful too. There you go, Shadiah. Shadiah makes her way past. Ooh, it was almost a travel.
It
was a travel.
Dragged her foot.
Was that on Janice?
That was on Janice.
Yeah, so she had the ball. I thought I saw her take some steps that she wasn't supposed to.
Yeah, she took 2 steps and then she kind of dragged her pivot foot a little bit, and the ref saw it.
So the pressure of the Stoney Creek defense is kind of forcing the Dragons into some less than desirable passes, and they're being easily intercepted by Stoney Creek at times. So Dragons working to get back into their base defense, the 2-3 zone, keeping Stoney Creek on the outside, doing a great job of that as they just pass it around among basically 3 players. Long range shot by Solik is no good. Rebound Shadiah, and Shadiah.
Ball, that's going to be Stoney Creek ball.
Jump ball, possession arrow favors the Cougars.
Paige Seidel was right there in Shadiah's face and managed to get her hand on the ball to create the jump ball situation. So Stoney Creek will retain possession. And they get it outside of Vowles. Vowles guarded closely by Shadiah. Now Eckhout passing it around. Seidel's over on the wing, looking for some help. Gets it into Eckhout. Eckhout's shot off the rim, no good. Rebound by Berger. Berger gets it to Wyborski. Wyborski gets it to Shadiah. And Shadiah had to pick up her dribble because she was being defended so quickly. Good passing by the Dragons. Wyborski with the stop pop, but she misses the shot. And rebound by Sydney Stringer and goes out of bounds. So it'll be Stoney Creek ball. But good passing by the Dragons to get the ball down the court. and create an open shot situation for Wyborski.
Yeah, Janice almost hit the ball as it came to her from Berger.
Right.
Try to get it towards Wyborski. And it was almost a good play, just Wyborski just couldn't hit the shot.
Shannon Falter's in for Wyborski. So Grace Berger coming out at high to try to guard DePanny. DePanny passes it off. Long range shot by Ubaidi. Shannon Falter.
Jump ball.
Jump ball. This time it'll be Dragon ball this time. So Grace Berger will take the ball out. Good bounce pass to Shadiah. Shadiah pushing the ball up the court, weaving her way through the defense. Good job. Almost traveled a little bit, but she managed to stop herself before she did. Berger's pass is intercepted, and it's jump ball. This time it'll be Stoney Creek. A lot of jump balls in this game, it seems like.
Yeah, this half it definitely has gotten a lot more. The first half there was about, I think there's like one, but this one we've had 3 in a row. So
DePanny bringing the ball up. She's guarded by Berger. Rolling it out to Angel. Angel over to Seidel. Long range shot by Vowles. Bounces off the rim, no good. Rebound. Jump ball.
Again, that's the 4th one in a row.
Lake Orion possession arrow. That is like 4 straight.
Yeah, it's 2 for Stoney Creek and 2 for Lake Orion.
So the Dragons inbound the ball, passing through their way through the defense. Shannon Falter puts up a shot, and it rolls off the rim, no good. Tries to get her own rebound, but Angel pulls it down cleanly. So Stoney Creek will bring the ball back up court. Good choice by Shannon Falter to try to get that layup. Just a little too hard off the glass, and it rolled around the rim. Seidel with the ball out to Vowles. Vowles trying to get it inside. Good pick pass by the Dragons to get that ball. Here comes Shadiah weaving her way through the defense. This is what she didn't do in the first half. Berger trying to go baseline. Instead, passes it off to Janice. Janice has the ball, and this will be a jump ball, and it'll be Stoney Creek ball that time. So Eckout checking in for Seidel, I believe.
Checking in for the Dragons, number 3, Brenna Yokozawa.
Yokozawa is checking in for Grace Berger. 1:46 to go in the 3rd quarter. Dragons are still down 15-10. Not a lot of scoring, but definitely a lot of action between these two teams. I think we've said that a few times. So Stoney Creek Vowles ends up with the ball as they bring it down the court. DePanny gets it out to Vowles at the top. Vowles guarded by Yokozawa.
Good job.
Nice steal by Shannon Falter. She's got a one-on-one. Will she go for the layup? And she traveled. She wanted to stop and change direction, I think, and try to cut inside and just couldn't stop her steps. So she ended up creating a turnover with the travel. So she gives the ball right back to Stoney Creek. 1:21 to go in the 3rd quarter. Yokozawa coming out high, trying to guard DePanny. Vowles has the ball now. She looks to go in the middle, trying to create an open shot. Stoney Creek passing around. Yokozawa doing a great job on defense, keeping Vowles from finding a lane. That 2-3 zone by the Dragons is doing a great job keeping Stoney Creek on the outside. Long range shot by Vowles off the rim, no good.
They called it under the basket foul.
3 second or a foul underneath the basket.
A foul underneath the basket. Called that on Janice, I believe.
Yeah.
Foul number 31, Katie Janice for 2nd.
I'm not sure what it was, but something under the basket.
Right.
Probably a loose ball foul.
Yep, must have been some pushing underneath the basket there. So Stoney Creek will retain possession, get a new opportunity to do something. Shot
Good
by
block.
Val, blocked by Shannon Falter. Oh, they called a travel on Shadiah.
I don't agree with that
didn't
one.
look like a travel. It looked like she just pivoted.
Yeah.
I'm surprised by that call. Grace Berger looked like she's going to try to come back in, and she does.
Number 32, Grace Berger.
She's in for Sydney Stringer. Angel looking to inbound it for Stoney Creek. She does. Gets it over to Vowles. Once again, Dragon defense keeping Stoney Creek way on the outside. Good hustle by Yokozawa to keep that ball out there. Shots no good by Stoney Creek. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll still be Stoney Creek ball. went off Shannon Falter's hand. 23.4 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's been 15-10 almost the entire third quarter.
Yeah.
Stoney Creek looking to inbound the ball. Got to be 5 seconds here, close.
There you go.
Good hustle. Berger in the right spot at the right time. Going to try to go for the layup. Scoop shot, and she's fouled, and she goes up for the shot. So Berger's going to go to the free throw line. Great hustle by Grace Berger. She had the lane, and she tried to do it. Good hustle by Grace Berger. Good shot opportunity.
If she makes these two, she'll have 5 and almost half the team's points so far.
Right. Misses the
Magic.
first one, a little short. Put a little bit more arc on the ball, and it might get the roll in the basket. Bounce off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound Stoney Creek. DePanny coming down the court, picked up by Yokozawa right at half court.
Good job by Yokozawa.
Yokozawa, good job. Sydney Falter gets it to Grace Berger. Berger puts up 3. Oh, bounces off the rim, no good. And that shot by Berger ends the third quarter. So after 3, Dragons are behind by 5 points after briefly having the lead. They're behind by 5, 15-10. We'll be back for the start of the fourth quarter of this game right after this.
Hey, great party.
Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned.
That's it. You're not gonna come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
You wouldn't do it there.
That'd be crazy.
So, don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Welcome back to Lake Orion High School Gymnasium for the fourth quarter of tonight's game of the Lake Orion Lady Dragons versus the Stoney Creek Cougars. We're about to start the fourth quarter. The score is 15-10 in favor of Stoney Creek. Hasn't been a lot of scoring in this game, but it has been a lot of defensive play and a lot of trying to break through the other team's defense in order to create some scoring opportunities. Dragons are behind by 5 right now.
Yeah, they're down by 5, and they've had a lot of chances. They've had a lot of open, good looks, and they've had some free throws that they've missed. They just can't seem to kind of get over that hump and get some points. Defense is definitely not a problem. It's just a matter of how they can kind of get things going on offense to try to create some scoring.
The defense has been outstanding for the Dragons in that they've held Stoney Creek to only 15 points, even though they only have 10. Yokozawa trying to dribble her way out of the defensive alignment that Stoney Creek has put on her. Long range pass over to Grace Berger. Berger shot, hit the 3-point shot. Grace Berger with the 3-point shot, putting the Dragons within 1 basket of tying this game. 15-13, 7:35 to go in the game. Dragons will take point opportunity, almost intercepted by Shannon Falter, and that short-range jumper by Ubaidi puts him up by 4, 17-13. Oh, that's going to be a travel on Shadiah. So Wyborski is in the game, and Janice will come out. Dragons are very much in this game. They just need to get a run of some points and put themselves back in the lead. But the defense has been outstanding tonight. They just need to do a little bit better on offense to put themselves right back in this game. Yokozawa and Shadiah are the 2 guards playing up top. Yokozawa coming out high, trying to create some disruption. Stoney Creek trying to get the ball in the middle. Eckhout had it right at about the foul line and passed it out instead. That shot's no good. Ubaidi with the rebound, can't make the shot. Good hustle by Falter to pick up that ball. Good vision by Yokozawa. Grace Berger can't handle the pass though. Yokozawa saw she was open on the fast break, passed it over to her, and it just rolled right off her leg. And Stoney Creek retains possession. Solik with the ball, gives it to Eckhout. Eckhout underneath to Ubaidi. Ubaidi misses the easy layup. nobody was around her. She has a height advantage over Wyborski, and she missed the easy layup, and the ball goes out of bounds. So it'll be, is it going to be Dragon Ball or, yep, looks like, still not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened.
Okay, it is going to be Dragon Ball. Shannon Falter will inbound it for the Dragons. Good hustle by Solik. She's been doing that all game long, trying to intercept the inbounds pass. She's so fast, she can't stop herself before she goes out of bounds. So the Dragons end up with the ball again. Shadiah with the ball, trying to dribble her way through the defense. Falter gets it. Good job by the Dragons.
Good ball movement.
Getting themselves out of the jam. Shadiah almost had a three-point play.
They call it charge. They call it charge on Shadiah.
Oh, that looked like a Stoney Creek foul to me. But it was a great effort by Shadiah because she had the lane and she tried to take it. So 17-13, 6 minutes to go in the game. Dragons defense is going to have to try to create some additional turnovers. Shadiah missed that pass. Stoney Creek retains possession. Shannon Falter almost got it. Eckhout. Falter's guarding Eckhout way out high.
I think the Dragons have started going to a man.
It looks like that's exactly what I was thinking. They've gone to a man defense. Shannon Falter gets it to Yokozawa. Yokozawa, she's dribbling her way through the defense very well. Ball goes out of bounds. It'd be white ball. It'd be Dragon Ball still. Yokozawa was a little bit out of control. I thought maybe she was going to travel. But instead, Margaret Angel checking in for Stoney Creek. Eckhout will get a little bit of rest. I'm sure she'll come back in to finish out the game. Falter inbounds to Wyborski. Wyborski to Shadiah. Shadiah shot was a little long. Good place to be by Stringer. Stringer gets it to Falter, and she puts a bank shot. The bank is open tonight, and Falter makes a deposit. 2 points. The Dragons are within 2 points of 17-15 Stoney Creek. A little bit over 5 minutes to go in the game.
This front court with Shadiah and Yokozawa was a very good front court.
Good tip by Shannon Falter right into the hands of Wyborski. She needs some help, and she throws it out of bounds. Wyborski picked up her dribble way down court, and nobody was there to help her out when she needed to make a pass, and she ended up throwing it out of bounds.
But definitely having Shadiah and Yokozawa at the two guards.
It's Dragon Ball. Somebody from Stoney Creek must have tipped it. Yokozawa with the ball. Here she comes, pushing it up court. Oh, stolen nicely by Solik. Solik and Falter. Oh. She almost had a three-point play, but instead she'll just go to the free throw line for two. Shannon Falter called for the foul.
Lake Orion foul number 13, Shannon Falter, her first team.
That's her first foul. Only 14 fouls this late in the game. That's a good sign. So Solik will take her first free throw and rolls around the rim, and she gets it. 18-15, Stoney Creek. 4:59 to go in the game.
Checking back in, number 30, Kylie Anderson.
Kylie Anderson is in for Yokozawa. Second shot by Solik. Bounces off the rim, no good. Rebound, Falter. Good job, Falter with the rebound. Here comes Shadiah, pushing it up the court.
They call foul.
And looks like that's going to be a foul on Vowell.
And number 22.
Number 22.
Cougar foul on number 23.
Devin Vowell.
First, team second. Dragon Ball out of bounds.
I think they called an illegal screen on Anderson.
Player control foul on number 30 for the Dragons, Kylie Anderson.
Okay.
Her third.
You got to be careful.
Right, got to be careful of that, and that took away an opportunity for the Dragons to put some points on the board, so they got to earn it back now. 4:47 to go in the game. Dragons down by 3, 18-15. DePanny trying to drive to her left.
Ooh.
Ball gets knocked out of bounds. They say it's still Stoney Creek ball.
I think it barely got tipped by lead Dragon as it went by. Looked like Biles may have tipped it before it went out of bounds, but the ref said it'll stay their ball.
Stoney Creek will inbound. Solik takes the inbounds pass. She's guarded by Wyborski up high. Dragons have gone back into their 2-3. They will work the man defense they played briefly. Seemed like it was working really well.
Yeah.
We'll see if they go back into that.
Yeah, that's definitely a foul right there.
Fouled by Shannon Falter as DePanny tried to go in for the layup. So that's a quick 2 on Falter.
13, Shannon Falter, her second, team 6. Lily DePanny at the line, shooting 2.
First shot by DePanny is good. Second shot by DePanny is also good. So that makes the score 20-15. Stoney Creek put back up to a 5-point lead. Dragons trying to get the ball down the court. Gets it to Wyborski. She manages to maintain control, almost lost the handle. Anderson drives into the lane.
She got fouled. Got hooked on the way by.
And she's fouled as she comes across near the free throw line. So the Dragons will inbound the ball. It's only the third team foul for the Cougars. St. Louis called for the foul. Stringer, shot bounces off the rim, no good. She had a clean shot, just bounced a little too hard off the rim. 4 minutes to go, Dragons down by 5, 20-15. Falter coming way out high to guard Vowell. Traveling call on Angel, I believe that is.
Good call by the ref right there.
So the Dragons get an opportunity with the turnover. See what they can do with it. Shadai ends up with the ball, pushing her way down court. Good job. Falter gets the ball pass from Shadaya. Wyborski ends up with it on the outside, gets it underneath to Anderson. Anderson back to Wyborski. Possession arrow, if they call a jump ball, is going to favor Stoney Creek.
They call a jump ball.
That was a jump ball, and it's going to be Stoney Creek ball.
Jump ball, possession arrow, favors the Cougars.
So Stoney Creek is beginning to take their time right now. They're not trying to push this ball up and down the court. They've got a 5-point lead with 3.5 minutes to go. They're going to be very patient and wait for their shot. The Dragons are going to have to get aggressive. Trying to get the ball inside, that's a jump ball. That'll be
right
Dragon ball.
You only want the jump ball when it favors your team.
Right. Good hustle by the Dragons. Grace Berger is in. She's in for Anderson. Wyborski gets it to Berger. Berger back to Wyborski as soon as she comes back inbounds. Shadaya now has it. Needs to push it up court, and she does. Good pass over to Stringer. Stringer tried to get it to Shadaya, put too much air underneath it, and Stoney Creek got an easy pass interception and an easy layup by DePanny. And just like that, they're up by 7, 3:01 to go. Dragons are down 22-15.
Larry Buss and the crew at Jet's Pizza, located at 1091 South Lapeer Road, have been a proud supporter of Orion Neighborhood Television and Dragon Athletics since 2009. Jet supplies catering for cast and crew. Thank you, Larry, for your continued support. Give them a call at 248-814-7559 for more information.
So with 3:01 to go in the game, Dragons are now down by 7, 22-15. They've been fighting to try to get back into the game. The offensive performance has been spotty at best. The defensive performance has been, I would say, very good in terms of staying on top of Stoney Creek. A couple of missteps here and there with a turnover periodically has probably hurt their chances a little bit, but overall the Dragons have played very aggressive and effective defense tonight against Stoney Creek.
Yeah, they've definitely played well enough to be able to win this game. They just got to try to find a way to get some points. The defense is doing a great job. They've only left 22 points and keeping all of Stoney Creek's best players in check. They just got to try to find a way to convert on the opportunities that they have and try to get some more open looks and maybe create some fouls inside.
So as we come out of the timeout period, as I said before, 3:01 to go in the game. Dragons down by 7. We'll see what the plan that Coach has drawn up in the timeout, what Coach Griffin has drawn up in the timeout for the Dragons to get some offensive firepower going. Sydney Stringer, our three-point specialist, has only had 1 3-pointer tonight. So certainly we'd like to get her in the game and get her some clean looks to try to quickly put some points on the board. Shadaya ends up with the ball back to Wyborski to Falter. Falter pushes the ball up court. Loses the handle on it. Shadaya is in the right place at the right time. Kicks it over to Stringer, Stringer's pass to Shadai is easily picked off by Eckhout. Eckhout goes up for the layup and misses. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be white ball. Referees were kind of giving different signals there for a second, but
I think one called out of bounds and one called over the back foul.
Yeah.
I think called over the back foul.
on Angel.
Yeah, I believe they called that because she did kind of hop over Borski right there.
We'll take it. 4th team foul for Stoney Creek. Shadai with the ball, push it up. She pushes it across the court, good job. Gets Yokozawa over there. Wyborski with it. Grace Berger with a clean look, hits off the rim, no good. Rebound by Vowell. 2:26 to go. Dragons are going to have to be aggressive on defense, create some turnover opportunities. Good hustle by Yokozawa. She just couldn't get back to the ball in time. Good hands, though, by Yokozawa. That's probably why she's in there, a good defensive specialist. Solik had the ball, thought she was going to go towards the basket, but instead passed it back out to the top. DePanny has it, gets it over to Angel. Angel's guarded by Wyborski. Wyborski's tight on her. Shadaya playing some aggressive defense against Solik.
Good defense.
Stoney Creek is pushed way outside. They don't really have a lot of passing lanes.
I mean, I think it's a 1-1 now. That puts them in the bonus.
Foul on number 1, Team Shadaya, her 3rd, Team 7.
3rd foul on Shadaya.
This may be Shadaya's season high in fouls.
Right.
I don't think she's had that many.
So Solik's going to shoot a 1-and-1. Dragons had to start fouling to slow down the clock and try to get the ball back. Her first shot's no good. Rebound by Falter, good job.
She's fouled.
And then she's fouled as she comes down.
So they're 2 away from the bonus.
So that's 5th team foul for Stoney Creek. Sydney Stringer's checking back into the game. And Yokozawa is out.
Definitely good job by Yokozawa.
Sydney Stringer checking back in for the court.
Shadaya has the ball on the inbounds pass, driving through the defense, down the court, good job, gets it to Grace Berger. Berger tries to go into the lane, puts up a scoop shot. Oh, a little too soft off the backboard. And that's going to be a foul on on Shannon Falter. 1:29 to go. Dragons are still down by 7, 22-15.
Foul on number 13, Shannon Falter, her 3rd, Team 8.
3rd foul on Falter. She went most of the game without any fouls, and she's picked up 3 very late here in the game. But still, shooting 1-and-1. First shot is up. Bounces around, no good. Rebound by Falter.
Rebound.
Good hustle by Falter to get that rebound. Shadaya dribbling her way through the defense, or trying to at least. Gets it across to Wyborski. Good hands by Wyborski to get the ball. She had to tip it around to herself 3 or 4 times to be able to get control of it.
Good pass.
Good pass to Berger. Berger inside to Falter. Falter was not expecting that pass.
Stay white ball.
She was not expecting that pass. It hit her right in the chest and then rolled off of a Stoney Creek player and went out of bounds. So thankfully, the Dragons will still retain possession of it, and Falter will inbound the ball.
Died in the corner.
Nope. Took too long for her to see it, and Stoney Creek intercepted it. Solik came right over and picked it off like it was meant for her. So now Stoney Creek with less than a minute to go. They got to try to foul, and Wyborski does that. But it's going to be DePanny going to the line. She may be shooting 2 at this point.
Orion foul number 41, Sophie Wyborski, her 1st, Team 9. Billy DePanny at the line, shooting 1-and-1.
Still shooting 1-and-1.
Yeah, I believe once they get to 10 team fouls, it puts them to the double bonus.
Gotcha. So DePanny looking to make this first free throw, and she does. And now she'll get an opportunity to shoot a second one. 23-15, Stoney Creek. 52.3 seconds to go in the game. Second shot by DePanny is good. So now that makes it 24. And good hustle by Solik to get that ball. Stoney Creek now is going to probably just try to drain the clock. Try to pass the ball, keep from getting fouled. There was a foul, but they didn't call it. Then Soley gets an easy layup. She was actually fouled over in the corner, I believe, by Wyborski, and the refs never called it.
They say she's out of bounds.
So the Dragons will get the ball still on the far end of the court. 34 seconds ago, 26-15. Dragons are down by 9. Actually, they're down by 11. Sydney Stringer couldn't get a clean shot. Passes it to Falter. Stringer gets an opportunity, puts it up off the rim. Shadiah with the rebound, jump ball, but it's going to be Stoney Creek possession arrow.
I'll probably do it right there.
20.3 seconds to go with that call. We'll see if Stoney Creek wants to just try to run it out, or if the Dragons are still playing aggressive defense. Shadiah trying to make something happen. Less than 15 seconds to go. Berger out, coming way out at the top. Try to make something happen. Stoney Creek. No fouls called. Refs letting them play. That's pretty much, and that's going to be the ball game, folks. A short-handed Dragons team did not have enough firepower on offense tonight to overcome the Stoney Creek defense. The defensive unit for the Dragons played very well to hold Stoney Creek to just 26 points. The Dragons were only able to score 15. So that's the end of tonight's game. The Dragons go home without a win, 26-15. Thank you for watching Lake Orion High School basketball on ON TV. I'm Kevin McCormick, along with Kevin McCormick Jr. and the whole crew that puts this show on for you. Thank you.